Hi everybody and welcome back to another racing video here on this channel. Now in today's video we are back on Rally4 doing some more races in the buggy. Now this is in Russia in snowy conditions. This is going to be really difficult. I think the next race is the semi-final. Hopefully we can do well in this race, then we can move into the final and try and win it. Also I'm going to be doing some rallycross in today's episode. We need to buy a vehicle for that. It's going to be a really fun packed episode. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Let's get straight to the semi-final and see if we can move up to the final. Right, so here we go with the semi-final. Let's see if we can get a decent start. We're going to go in the bonnet cam for this race, but we will change it up maybe when we get to the rallycross. Well, that's not too bad. We're getting sandwiched between these two, just trying to fight our way as we go up the hill, but we've got to stay in touch and distance. When you lose distance on the leader in these races, it's so tough to catch up. Right, so we're being pushed and forced out on the outside. Let's just try and just take that line and see if we can just catch up. Oh, we're making contact again with one of the other buggies. Let's try and go through the middle. This section can be tough. I've been put on my roof a couple of times through there, but managed to get through there okay. Right, we're going across this icy lake bit here. Let's try and get a good drive up the hill. God, the back end sliding around. Right, this is a tough corner. Just got to time it right. And we got taken in the inside there, but we're still in touch in distance of the leader. Let's try and get a better slipstream and see if we can take him up the hill. He's in a much heavier vehicle, but it has got some power, that one. Right, let's go on the outside. Let's just try and stay behind him. We've still got, oh God, losing the rear end again there as we're just trying to change direction. Let's just try and take a nice line. It feels absolutely brilliant, this game. I do really like these races. Really good fun, and let's just try and keep the car grounded through there, and that's not too bad. We're still in the top three, but I would like to try and win this semi-final if I can. Right, let's just try and take a decent line through there. Oh, he's just hit the side there. Oh my God, that really did affect me, and now we're going to just lose a bit of ground, and we got three buggies shot past us when we hit that car. He must have caught the side there. Alright, that's not panic yet. We've still got a couple of laps to go. Let's take an inside line. Just try and get back into a decent position. I will take second now if we can get it. Right, let's go on the outside. We don't want to damage our vehicle too much either. Otherwise, I think you go into the final without repairing your vehicle if you haven't got the money to repair it. So we've got to try not to damage the vehicle too much. We just hit the side railing there. Right, let's see if we can catch up through this second, going towards the final lap, and that was nicely done there. Right, let's see if we can just use him in this corner. A bit of a slide. There you go, handbraked it around the corner. Nicely done, and we are into the lead. But are we going to be able to hold on to this? We want to get into that final, and if we could win this semi-final, it'd be awesome. Right, let's just try and hold it nicely tight. They're probably going to come steaming up the inside. Let's just try and close that gap. And it's just going through that bumpy section is where I think they may catch up with me. This is where I really struggle. Try and keep the car grounded through here. Oh, it's all over the place. Don't lose it. Oh, we managed to get through there okay. We're still leading, but there is a car quite close behind. Let's just try and just be really good through this section and try and keep it nice and tight so they don't try and get in the inside. Right, last corner. Oh, just span it a bit, but yes, we managed to win it. But that was very close. He was right behind me there, but that was a brilliant semi-final. Right, so we move to the final. Let's see if we can get another decent result and take the win. We really do need the points, so let's get straight into it. Right, so here we go with the final. Can we take the win? I really want to get the credits so we can buy another vehicle. So let's see if we can get a decent start. Oh, just caught the back end of that buggy there. Let's just try and hold the outside here and see if we can get a good run up the hill. So this is 4 laps again in the final. Let's just keep them in a decent distance, and we just lost another couple of places in that corner, but we're taking an outside line, running up the hill, and we're into 4th place. Let's just try and keep it nice and steady over these jumps again. This is very, very difficult. Almost lost it completely there. We almost rolled it, and I have done it a couple of times in a previous race round this circuit. It's really tough. Right, let's try and take an inside line and see if we can take a couple of cars, slide it. Went right into the back of the car there, but we managed to get through. A little bit of contact, and can we take another place? And we're up to second. That worked out okay. just shoving them in the inside and forcing our way through. Right, so we're into second place on the second lap. Let's see if we can catch up with the leader here. And he just slid round that turn. Let's just try and take an outside line again and avoid hitting that post. I hit that post a couple of times in a previous race round here, so I'd always go on the outside. Let's try not. Oh my dear Lord, almost went on my roof again. And let's just see if we can just take a decent line up this section. Oh, he slid there, and I did the same as well. Just managed to hold on to it there. Right, let's try and slide it into this turn. Nicely done, and we are in a decent position. We should be able to accelerate past. Now this Volkswagen Beetle has some decent acceleration. It's not got the best top end, but you can upgrade the cars with spending money on upgrades. Something we definitely need to do. Right, let's just try and keep it nice and steady over this section. We've still got a couple of laps to go. We want to try and win this final if we can. Right, let's just try and be careful. Go through the middle. Oh, that was a much smoother run through there, and we're still sitting in a decent position. And I can't wait in this episode to jump into some rallycross. I absolutely love rallycross, and I think there's a couple of races. Oh my god, we slid a little bit too much into that turn and we lost the position going into the final lap. Yeah, like I said, the rallycross, there is some really good circuits on this game, and we're going to jump into a championship after this and hopefully have a decent race. But we've got to buy a rallycross vehicle, so I'm not sure which one we're going to be able to buy. Right, let's just try and take a decent run up this section. We need to get back past on this final lap. Are we going to try and go through the middle? We're going to go through the inside here. Let's be careful. That's really difficult over those jumps, and we still haven't managed to get past. Let's take an outside line. Always going to go on the outside as well, so we take the inside. Oh, we've gone side by side. Is he going to beat us on the corner? We need to nail this. Slide it round and over the finish line. Did we win? Oh, look how close that was. Oh, but we take the win, and we did it in 2 minutes and 56 seconds. That was much quicker than the semi-final. Oh, that is awesome. So that's going to be more credits in the bank, and then we can move on to hopefully some rallycross. So let's get straight to that now, guys. So here I go. Right, so here we go with the final in England in this V Rallycross race. Now this is going to be really tough. We're in the Volkswagen Beetle again. This car is fantastic. Let's get straight into it and see if we can come out on top. So here I go. Right, so here I go with the final. Let's see if we can get a decent start in the Volkswagen Beetle. And I'm telling you guys, this Beetle is an absolute beast. Let's see if we can get a win. Let's try and take a nice line over this section. It's very difficult on the gravel. And let's try and get onto the tarmac in the lead. Oh, nicely done. We haven't managed to do that in many of the races that we've had so far. Right, we went on the Joker lap in the semi-final and it worked nicely. Let's try and do that again and go on the first lap while we're in the lead. Nicely through there. Are we going to come out in front? No, we just caught the corner and we've lost 3 places. Right, let's just try and stay in touching distance. This is a 6-lap race and we've got plenty of time. Right, let's just try and take a decent line through there, and we just hit the barrier and we're onto the grass. Get onto the tarmac. I tell you what, when you go on the grass, it's really hard to get back off and you slide all over the place, but we're in 5th place. Right, someone else has gone on their Joker lap. Let's go round this side, slide it round the corner. Are we going to come out in front? Oh, look at that. That worked nicely, and we're into 3rd place. Right, we've got to try and keep up with these two, and we've got to push it a little bit harder. I must admit, I don't mind actually this camera view. I mean, sometimes I don't like doing 3rd person. I prefer to be inside the vehicle, but this works out quite nicely as we slid around that corner, and that's going to cost us a little bit of time. Just managed to just get it straight again. Right, let's go through here a little bit quicker. We've still got plenty of time. Let's just try and stick with these two and hope they make mistakes. And I don't think they've both jokered either, so we're in a good position here. Right, let's just try and keep it steady over there. Try and take an outside line. I do like the way you can see the brakes heating up as the cars really slam on their brakes into those turns, and we managed to get round there okay. Didn't slide it as much, but it's really difficult to keep control. And both of them have gone on their jokers, and neither of them are jokered, which is good for us. And we come out into the lead. Oh, that is awesome. So we get into the lead on the 4th lap, going into the 5th lap. Now we just got to try and hold on to it. This is not going to be easy. I don't always like leading in these, and we've gone in there and hit the barrier, but we've managed to come out of that section okay. Right, just keeping it nice and tight through there, sliding it round, trying to maintain the speed. We can't afford to muck up, and we have rolled it through this section a couple of times when we've hit the curve, but we've managed to get through there nice and quick, and sliding it round this turn again, keeping it nice and steady. Yes, we're keeping it on the tarmac, maintaining our speed, and we're coming towards the final lap. Are we going to actually manage to win the final? Oh, this is going to be awesome if we can. Right, keeping it nice and steady through here, and we have got a little bit of breathing space. The semi-final was a hell of a lot closer than this. We've actually performed really well, considering we did make a couple of mistakes right at the beginning by jokering too early. Right, so coming to the final corner. Are we going to manage to win the final? I think we're going to. Oh, awesome. We're going to take another victory. And that Beetle is an absolute beast. If you're going to buy a rallycross vehicle, buy this one because it's fantastic. Hardly had to adjust anything on it. It handles all the circuits that I've tried it on. It is awesome. Right guys, please enjoy a full replay of that race, and I will see you soon for some more V-Rally 4 here on this channel.